Hi. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Student Game Showcase with Student Game Showcase slot. Sorry, I think F. I think at this point, we're here with the team for Robosynthesis. It's Jason again, president of SGDA, and I'll let Anuj and the team introduce themselves.
Hey there, folks. This is Anuj. You've seen me a lot today, and we're coming up on the end. This is Student Showcase G, and we're here with the team behind Robosynthesis. If the team would like to introduce themselves, we can do that, and then we will get started with our questions.
Hello, I'm Adrian again. I was also the 3D tech artist on this, and also quite a bit of gameplay programming. Next person.
Hi, my name is Mina, and for this project I was the composer and the level designer for the tutorial area, level 1 and level 3.
Hello, my name is Jayden. I was the character designer / concept artist. I also worked on the promotional art.
My name is Andrew. I worked on some of the back-end programming and architecture, and also the quality assurance for the game.
Hey, I'm Joseph. I worked on 3D art with the environment assets and the creatures you fight.
And I'm Chris, and I did the in-screen illustrations.
Let's start. It's a bit of a longer game compared to Beetle Roller. And on that note, I'm going to go get the early dash power up.
Is it? Are you meant to get? Because I think I found it pretty early myself, and I was like, I don't know if this is cheating or not.
There's one later that's sort of the intended point you get it, but then this one here is just if you're more observant, that's sort of your reward. You get to move a little faster in this area.
I was like, I feel like I can see, there's a pattern here, and there's, objects. You can obviously jump on this, so let me go this way. And I saw it, and I was like, yes!
So the main mechanic of this game is there's this energy meter that depletes for basically every sort of movement you make, and then you have to get into these light shafts to regenerate.
How did the idea for the game get started for this one?
It's definitely more of a process to figure out the final idea for this game. I knew I came to the team was I want to make a 3D platformer, and then from there we had to sort of narrow down what we wanted to focus on. I don't know if anyone else wants to add on to that.
Yeah, there was definitely.
Not sure
Sorry. There was definitely a process to figuring out the idea for this one. There was a lot of back and forth between different concepts, and eventually we narrowed it down to a 3D platformer, but I don't think the light mechanic sort of crystallized the way it did until pretty close to when we started the semester that we made this. So,
I know one of the big sort of things we were trying to figure out early on is how much of this is going to be platform focused, how much is going to be puzzle focused, how much is going to be combat focused. So I know that was also something that we were talking about a lot in the process of designing it.
I should actually show what happens when you get hit by these guys. So here we're going to get the gun.
Ah, there we go. Welcome back, Metroid Prime.
There was definitely a lot of Metroid Prime and Legend of Zelda woven into this in the level design itself.
For me, it was a lot of Splatoon, single player levels.
Those are
I said I wouldn't get all the. I'm getting the secrets out of habit.
Yeah, definitely the same thing happens to me. I just entered the flow state.
It was kind of interesting. This
game is very zen.
It was kind of interesting for me to play because I'm not someone that plays a lot of platformers. It's just a genre I've never really got into, so like my only frame of reference for any type of game like this is Ratchet and Clank. So that's kind of the mindset I went into, but I did learn a lot from it, and I thought that was cool.
That makes sense. What are the?
This
Do you
one's
guys
fun to
think
get. I'll
that's
get
the
this one.
future of this game's development right now, or are you thinking of kind of like leave it where it is because it does feel quite neat?
Yeah, this game's done. It launched on Steam a few weeks ago, actually.
Yes, congratulations. That's where I played it myself. So
Awesome.
I was like, oh thank God, this makes things very easy.
All right, we've reached sort of the hub area. There's 2 more levels from here, so I'll try to speed up. So this area introduces these little blocks you have to shoot that become full. I'll show the little splashes I did.
You can always
Uh-oh.
judge a game by how good the splash effects are when something hits the water.
I agree. I think it's a very important part of the game.
It's critical.
Otherwise,
Very good.
otherwise, what's happened? Are you planning on bringing it anywhere other than Steam, like to or anything, or is it? Are you guys okay with it? Kind of?
It's just on computer, Steam and itch.io, Windows and Mac.
I have heard of the stories of like developing on other consoles, and it seems very long and
Yeah,
Well,
especially for just a free game. I don't think it's really worth that. I know there's a lot of money involved with getting into that.
I think the dev kit alone is like very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars just to get the license to publish on those.
Have I
systems.
died yet? I don't know if I've died yet.
Once.
You did.
Oh yeah, I did. Have I run out of energy yet?
I don't think you've run out of energy.
Actually, no.
I should probably show that.
Danger, energy low.
What was your inspiration for making the game?
For me, it was a lot of like I'm a really big 3D platformer guy. I won't bother going in there. Oh, clutch.
Nice.
Yeah, 3D platformers.
Danger, energy
Splatoon, like I said earlier, and then I know like Mina had a big like Metroid inspiration, and of course like the 3D Zeldas. This is sort of like when we were planning out the level design, we were like, yeah, sort of be like a whole game is like a Zelda dungeon.
I didn't notice that when I was playing. I was like, I think literally earlier in the day that I was playing this, I was lamenting like Zelda dungeons and their lack of inclusion in modern games, and I played this and I was like, this is what I mean. This is great.
Nice.
And it's like, you know, it's kind
Big
of
fella.
Metroidvania in the sense of all my power-ups, but like Metroidvania's kind of took that more from Zelda than Castlevania.
Now we've powered the big jumbo wire so we can return to the hub world, and now there's just one more left. We can power that at the end.
What was the most difficult part of development throughout the game's life cycle?
My cat is freaking out to get in.
I would say maybe for me it was just sort of like the time frame, because I was kind of working on this, you know, as part of like basically like an independent study, and then I had 2 other games I was making as well during the same time, but this one was like really my main focus, and having, you know, understanding the scope of everything, what features we were keeping, what we weren't. A lot of stuff just had to be kind of rewritten. So I think that was probably the hardest for me. same advice I give to everyone is always scope out your project in advance. Everyone always overestimates what they can do in the time they have, even when you take that into account. So
it's especially as students, I feel like it's very easy to kind of like lose track of how long something takes.
yeah.
Definitely.
Like the sort of retro pixelation effect that we have in here, it took like a week just to figure out, just to get it nice and crisp, because you know of how different resolutions divide differently depending on the scale and everything.
Yeah.
So like that simple, it just came off as like a thing. It's like, okay, this would be a cool feature to have because we saw it somewhere else or we were inspired by it. And then you know that takes a week off time we could use on other stuff. But in the end, we managed to get it done, and I think it looks great.
Like it seems like, oh, how hard can that be? And then the answer is very difficult. As soon as you have to ask that question, start running from it.
Won't finish the bowling. We don't have time to do the full bowling.
That's definitely the best secret in the game, though.
That was like
I floored myself.
that was the one secret I like drew out because that was just like such a funny idea to me.
It was more of that beetle roller spontaneity showing up. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, we have the ability to roll things, so now we just why don't we make them bowling?
Yeah, might as well.
I feel like that's like the next logical step, honestly.
That was sort of a similar idea with these bosses. Like, we felt like the game kind of needed bosses, but we didn't have time to really do bosses. And then I realized, oh, we could just scale the enemies.
Hey, AAA games do that too.
Yeah, I think I've seen like, I'm sure we put up like the hat, the train in Fallout 3 is just the NPC with the hat running really fast.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, I've seen that. That was funny.
Which is one of my favorite little things of the game dev. Like, huh, I guess that does work.
If it works, it works. That's really all you care about.
Exactly.
Alright, final stretch.
What would you say you're most, as we get to the final stretch, what would you say you're most proud of the game so far?
I was really surprised by how much of the game we were able to produce. This is definitely the longest game I've made. And just how well everything came together. I feel like everyone was sort of on their A game with what they like gave to the game.
Yeah, I would say the same. This is like, you know, like it's if you actually sit down and play it for the first time, it might take you 20 to 40 minutes. And I thought that was a really good job for the time we had to do it.
And it feels really polished as well. I like how I do like this kind of like final preserve section.
I think definitely for me personally, what I'm proud of the most for this is sticking with Pro Builder and Unity and making something that's really fun to go around and figure out. Because it was giving me some trouble early on, but I stuck with it, figured it out.
So up next, real quick, I'm going to swap out the save file where we will have the art gallery unlocked. Just give me like 10 seconds and I'll restart the
Sounds
game.
good. I do want to see more of the art given what happened last time.
It's loading up again. And hopefully I did that right. Yep, I did.
Look at this museum. Oh, wow.
So this time I actually made it a 3D space that you could explore. I had a lot of fun with that.
We had in a couple of earlier years. Hang on a minute. Can you turn around for a second?
Huh? Was it this?
It was that, okay.
What is that?
I think it's Saddam Hussein's hiding spot. I saw it like for a brief second. I was like, hang on a minute. I think I recognize that.
We have some fun around here.
Yeah, I made that in like a minute of it being brought up because I just thought it was so funny.
Like, hang on a minute.
Every good game starts with an Among Us.
Yep, a humble Among Us.
A lot of
Character
different iterations
enemy.
went into the enemies.
Of enemies.
Here's Joseph's work with the model and the texture. He did really cool like hand-painted textures throughout the game.
Yeah, well, I'd paint them that kind of style because that's the only style I know, and then you bit crush them down till they look right for the game. It's kind of like doing too much work.
Yeah.
Like how the colors.
That was another thing we were sort of figuring out as we went, was the art pipeline. Might as well.
No, let's go. Can you jump into this? Oh my god. If this actually okay.
Beta rollers died in this timeline.
This is so sad.
So this is just the level we just played in the previous game.
Right. How easy was it to port the level between these? How easy was it to port the? How easy or difficult was it?
It was. I went to the old beta roller game, and Unity has like a package system where you just basically just packages together the scene and anything that it's dependent on, and then you just slap it into another project, and it kind of just works.
It's really cool. I appreciate the. I was like, can you jump to that? And the answer was yes.
It was. I was building the museum, and I realized, like, okay, it would be like sacrilege to not have paintings you could jump into in the museum.
You have to. You're like legally obligated.
This is another game I'm working on.
Really funny. It was really funny making the music for this. When you jump into the paintings, and then loading up the project's GitHub, and it took forever because there's 2 games worth of extra stuff.
Yeah. It like tripled the file size, but it was kind of worth it.
Like what? You open up GitHub, you're pulling like, why is it taking 30 minutes to pull? And you find out the reason why.
There's 2 other games in here now.
Yeah. I would be terrified. I'd be like,
ignore that guy.
Like,
Yeah, we should just launch it all in one application and just have that posted. It's like the connected universe.
that'd be awesome, honestly.
Yeah, that's about it. There's the lore. Some of these I skipped. Obviously, no time to read that now. But you cannot jump in that one.
Aw.
So sad.
So sad.
It would just be an infinite loop.
So
Right
every
back to
single
where you
painting is another
started.
level. Oh, that would be nightmarish. Look, that's good for Mario 64. For a game like this, I feel like I would be very sad. Awesome. As we come up on time, I'd like to ask our final question of, is there anybody on this one that you'd like to shout out, give some mention to? The floor is yours.
Austin Yarger was the host of the student showcase we were at, and he liked our trailer so much that he showed it first, and he was really proud of what we made here. So shout out to Austin.
Shout out Ryan English, who was the teacher. Can't believe you'd forget Ryan English.
I didn't. I was hoping you'd mention him.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Ryan English. He was a huge help this semester when we were working on this, and very supportive. He was instrumental in all of us getting through the program at Eastern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan as well for letting me do this to work towards finishing up my minor.
He pretty much helped me graduate and helped me with
For the
some of the
idle
character
animation.
designing.
There are a couple idle animations that kick in. But here's one. The Mr. Krabs dance. But yeah, any other questions?
That's everything from us. Thank you for coming by and showcasing. Oh, no. No. Thank you for coming by and showcasing both your team's games. They were really cool. Up next, we have our final game for the showcase and our final event other than the closing ceremony for the summit. So we'll be there in just a bit. Thank you to the team behind Robosynthesis for presenting for us today, and we will see you all later.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you.
good one.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Of course.